buddies, and welcome back to this masterclass for the beginner in C programming language. It's your guy once again, the Wolf, and today guys we are going to learn about user input. Remember, we in the previous lesson we learned about strings and we did away with the strings, and now today we have dived into a new topic, which is user input. Welcome once again. It's your guy, the Wolf. Without much ado, let's just dive into it. Okay, welcome once again. So let's start off by deleting this. Instead of just creating a new file, just delete this so that we can start again afresh. So there we go. So we have the main function here. So let's define what is user input. For example, you know what, if you need a user input from the keyboard, you know what, we will use in C we use a certain function to get the user inputs. So you have already learned that print function is used to output value in C. So we have printed something out and we found out the print function actually outputs something out. So to get the user input, you can use the scan function to get the user inputs. So inputs, and let's just do an example here where we can output a number entered by the user. So let's create an integer variable that will store the number we get from the user. So the first thing that I'm going to do here, and remember guys, this is code block, the olden days, and let me create my num, or just create a num variable here, or I can just call it number, right? So this number, this is a variable, and this is where I want to store my number. So the first thing I want to do, I'm going to pop you something that tells you to do something. So to do that, so let me ask the user to type a number. So first of all, I'm going to print out function, and I am going to ask the user to put in a number. So print, I can tell the user now that type a number. So I'm asking the user to type a number. So I've already asked the user to put in some new number, to type in a number. So I want to store that number in this variable. How am I going to do that? So first of all, I just let me do it in a new line, just like that. And then now I'm going to use a scan function, which is a function it is used to get user inputs. So these are pre-inbuilt functions. Don't worry, where did I get that? No, it is just inbuilt function. And remember, function is just a code. How can I define this? A function is made up of instructions which achieve a certain goal. So let me just put that and scan, and I put the specifier format here, and the specifier format is just like that, and then I put a comma there, and I'm going to use this end. You see, this is just a dot. This is not even a dot. I don't know how to do this, but this is just end, and I put my number there. Copy this and then do this. It's like a pointer, but it's not a pointer. So you will find this is your homework now. But if you don't have a home, you can't do homework, right? So that's funny. Okay, so let me see how we can output the number the user just typed in. So to do that, I'm going to use again the print function here. Copy this like this, and then I paste here, and then now I can say that your number is I can say your number is okay, just like that. And then I put the specifier format, percentage. Oh, this should be inside actually. It should be. I know, just move this first of all. So percentage specify format D, and this is specify format for integers signed one, right? Then I put my number there. So copy this, and I've told you just go out and find out what this and means in C. Next lesson I'll explain that, but for now just do your homework. And I said if you don't have a home, you can do homework. Okay, copy there. And somebody's making noise, but I don't know where it's noise, but I hope you can concentrate on me. So let me just run this. Let's see what we get. So before, as it's running, just remember the scan function takes two arguments: the format specified for the variable, which is %d index number above, and the reference operator, which is, I've already told you what the and actually meant. It's actually a reference operator, which is and my number, which stores the memory address of the variable. So the memory address is this and is used to specify the address, right? So one tip that I can give you, you will learn this more about memory addresses and the function in the next chapter as we continue with this. So it's asking me type a number. I just want to type 9 and then hit enter, and you can see that your number is 9. So we have used this function, which is called scan function, and we are able to get the user input. Okay, so let's see what is a multiple, how we can do a multiple inputs. So the scan function is also allows multiple inputs and integers, an integer and a character in the following example that I want to do here. So let me just cancel this. Let me add a character here now, because I have an integer. Let me just create a car, and then I call it character, just like that. So I have these two variables here. So let me just ask the user to type a number and a character, right? So to ask a user, I can say type a number and a character, and press enter, just to being specific, right, in a new line. So to do that again, let's now get this get and save the number and the character the user typed. So to do that, we again use the scan function here, and now you should use specify formatter, which is this for the integers, and character. To do a character, you just put again percentage C for the character, and now I can put my num there, and again a comma, and I put my and this address. So my character will use this one here. Control copy and just put it here. And now what we are left with, we wanted to print the number. So first of all, let's print the number. So your number is, then specify format in a new line. We want to do it a new line, just like that, and we put number there. Again, print the second one, control copy, paste, and now we can print the character. So control this and paste here, like that. So what are we left with? Nothing. We just run this and find out where we're doing right here. Okay, so type a number and a character and press enter. So I just want to type a number. Specify format is the problem. So specify format here should be, this was the problem. It should be a character, not an integer. That's why it's giving that. So let me run again. It's running. No, it's not running. Oh, not responding. Not the ID. It's okay. It's running. be patient, bro. 9, and then maybe specify, and then put our y there. There we go. You can see, so specify format was the problem. So we have gotten that. So let's see again. And now we can take string inputs. So you can also get a string entered by the user. So let's output the name of a user, right? So I just wanna create. Let me just come back here and create a string. So let me just delete this, and I create a character which is I can call it first name, and I want it to have a storage of memory size of, let's say, 30. And then now let's ask the user to input some text, right? So print, let me just remove this there, and I can say enter your first name, right? And new line, and then again let's get and save the text. So we can use the scan function here again, and this should be a string, and then first name. So let's delete this, and let's this one. So let's copy this, control copy. Let's get the first name here, and let's output the text. So let me just delete this because actually I should do the above, just like this, and then okay, specify format. This should be a string, so not a character, just like that. And I hope there's no mistake. Output, let's say output. So hello, we can say like, let me just delete all these. Okay, so I can say we don't need a new line, so we can say hello, and then string specify, and then I can put a comma here, and then I can put my first name here. Control copy, and then paste here. So let me run it, and as it's running, guys, note that when we're working with the string in scan function, you must specify the size of the string array. We normally use a very high number, maybe 30 in our example, but at least then we are starting it will store enough character for the first name, and you don't have to use the reference operator, which is a percentage, the and, hope you understand that. So let me just enter your first name. Let me choose the Wolf. That's my first name. Look at that. Hello, Wolf. And there we go. So however, the scan function has some limitation. It's considered spaces, right? So white space, tabs, etc. as terminating character, which means that it can only display a single word. Even if you type many words, for example, let's say if we have something like this, let me just say change this to full name, right? Something like this, and then I have that there, and then I can say type your full name, right? So I can say type your full name, just like that. And then now I can use this scan function, and then I use this operator here. Point, that's the full name, and copy this one is going to bring an error, so we are trying to find whether it's true. So type your full name. So again, print hello full name, right? Hello full name. and maybe I can maybe, so let's see, run this, and it's saying type your full name. So I'm going to maybe to say John Doe. Oh, I don't know, which is a wolf. My full name is Robbie Osoro. This is my full name. Let's see. Hit enter. You see? Hello, Robin. So the third one is not there because of the storage, right? So from the example above, you will expect the program to print Robin. Robin, as I have already written, but it's only print Robin. Sorry, did not print the last one. So that's why when working with string, we often use the fgets function to read a line of a text. Not that you must include the following arguments. So the name of the string variable, size of string name, and standard in. So we are expected to do this. So we are expected to do something like full name, and then type your full name in a new line. And then now we can use, it's not the scan function, but now we can use a function called fgets. Get fget. You can see it here. You should predict, yeah, character. So fgets, and now we can have the full name here. Full name. Copy this and just paste it right here, and remove this. Just put a comma and remove this over here. Full name, then size of, here, size of, and then full name, and then now we can put a standard in, right, just like that. And now if I print out, let me just print hello, then string, then I put full name there. Now it will be full, right? So let me run it again. Type your full name. So you see, hello, Robin Soro Moracha. So you can see that the previous one, which is the scan function, has some limitation. So that's why we prefer to use the fgets function to read the line of our text, and we included the size of we string name and the standard in. So that is it, bro. So that is it for today, guys, and hope that you have understood something. You can go online and maybe use ChatGPT to understand these things more better. So that is it for today, and see you in the next lesson. And before that, remember to use the scan function to get this single word as input, and use the fgets for multiple words. So that is it, and see you in the next lesson. It's your guy once again, the Wolf.